Hey, what's up, y'all? Back with a always like to do certain shoes with the split screen so we can see a picture of it, especially when it's a shoe that's important to the culture, specifically the running culture, and to Nike. Nike has a platform of three different Air Maxes, or not Air Maxes, but three different running shoes that they are bringing out, or they began a rollout of about in October of 2017. So they started this rollout of these different shoes, and the platforms were going to be React, 270, Air Max 270, and Vapor Max. There was one that they didn't talk about though during October. Well, they talked about it, but they touched on it very briefly, and it was Zoom X. Last year during the Breaking Two event, Eliud Kipchoge, the marathoner from Kenya, ran the fastest marathon ever. And it was aided, of course, by a lot of technology. In particular, he wore an elite Vaporfly 4% that featured Zoom X. Now, Zoom X that he used in that race was loaded with a carbon fiber plate. This shoe is not loaded with the carbon fiber plate. It's React and Zoom X cushioning. So it's a very important shoe to Nike. And it's an interesting thing because the Pegasus has never really crossed over into like sneakerhead territory. This is like the first time that the shoe's crossing over. Now, that was a lot of talking, like a minute or so of talking, to get to the point where we're going to do an authentic verification of this shoe, the Nike Zoom Pegasus Turbo. Now, let's get into the numbers. I won't be writing everything down, so if you have your own pair, you need to write along with me. But I'm going to hit all of the key points to verify authenticity, so just stay with me, all right? Let's get to it. Nike Zoom Pegasus 35 Turbo. And the color is barely gray, hot punch, and black. The style code is AJ4114060. The SRP is 180, which is far over the price of any Pegasus that has really ever been released. Even the new Pegasus 35 with Zoom Air is only 120, I think. I think it might be 130, but I think it's 120. Either way, that's over $50 more than that shoe. But with Zoom X, is it worth it? We have to wonder. There are some people who have tested it, and they've said that it's an incredible shoe. I'm not doing any testing. I wish I was, but that's not what this is for. This is to make sure you guys have what you need to authenticate your pair, because there are fakes running around. Now, the size 12 is what I have here, and I'm going to go out of focus for a minute, and I'm going to read the UPC to you guys. So the size 12 UPC is, are you ready? 19188713234 And there's a 14 at the end. The UPC is really the first 12 numbers, and that's assigned by the GS1. Those are Nike's numbers only, and that's a really good way for you to test to see if your shoes are real or fake. So when we get our UPC, first thing we do is open it up, because I haven't even shown you the shoe yet. The paper is kind of like a recycled tissue paper. It's more crinkly than the Nike paper that's usually in a box. But here is the shoe. Now I have this picture over here because I think it's just kind of cool for you guys to see a picture of the shoe and then maybe get a few more shots. But what's most important here that I want you to see over on this side is the marketing that Nike's doing. Pete.
You must build your belief every day on every run.
All right, now we got that in. Wanted you guys to see that real quick. What we have to do is to verify authenticity. Once again, when we get our box, we open it up, and I pull everything out of the box so I can check and see if there's a sticker on the inside. And there's no sticker on the inside, but there is. Let's move this down so I don't drop them. There is a QC stamp down here at this end. Now, you see this QC stamp that's right here? I'm going to put this paper down. I'm going to read that QC stamp to you. And it reads 20, 18, 05, 26. Now, if 2018 is our year, then 05, 26 is going to be our date. Then we have a 22 at the end. So it's 2018-05-2622. But we're looking at 05-26-2018 as our date. Now, why am I telling you that date? When we come back to our shoe, I'm going to put the box down for a second. We need to find our size label. And on these shoes, it used to be that the Nike labels were white. Now that looks a little bit opaque, but this is more of a clear print on top of the tongue. It's not a white label. It's clear. But let's get to it and look at the production dates. Now, try to get back in focus. The production date should match up with the number that I just read in the box. So here we go. 02-21-18 to 05-15-18. Now, 05-15-18, we have 05-26-2018. Usually our stamp is within 4 weeks. This was within a week. So we know that the shoes are authentic. But how do we check the rest of it? We go to our box and we look at our UPC that's on the front. And underneath, on the tongue, the UPC is at the bottom. So you can look at the UPC code down here at the bottom and you can read it. I'll go with the last three just to make sure we're okay. I think that's 349. And I look over here and it's 349. So we're good to go. UPC matches. QC date is good. Pretty sure these are authentic. So what we're going to do now is go back to the picture and we are going to give you a 360 of the shoe and wrap up this video. It's a lot longer than usual, but this is not a shoe that we should take lightly. It's a very important shoe for Nike. And it's a very, you know what? The bottom of the shoe looks like the Flyknit Racer. I hadn't even looked at the bottom of it. This is the same waffle pattern from the Flyknit Racer. Not the Flyknit Epic React, but the Flyknit Racer. The same bottom, same kind of waffle outsole. Very similar. It's not exactly the same, obviously. Let's get to it. There goes your toe. Toe box and top of the shoe. Bring that back. You can see the distinctive shape of the shoe. There's your left. Here goes your right. Left medial. Right medial. Outsole. And I'm going with the heel counter. Now, I'm going to move this up so you can see the tongue a little bit, even though it's going to be hard to see it this way, but it has Zoom X, Nike Pegasus 35 Turbo, and then it has a number of, it has a track and the starting line and the finish all the way up the tongue. And I really like this tongue. It's very distinctive. The shoe has that same translucent look that the Zoom Fly, you can see your fly wire through it, and the swoosh extends down to the midsole. But feels great. I want to move that up. And then I'm wrapping this one up because it's going way too long. And I know you guys don't want to stay with me that long. And that's it. But that is the Pegasus Turbo 35. And I really want to get a pair of these, just get them on the floor. But this is not a 13. I'm not keeping it. And it's already sold to someone. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Almost at 900 subscribers. Let's get to that 1,000 so I can do this giveaway. Peace.